Hey there, thinkers! Welcome back to Critical Hit. My name is Est. Alright, guys. Today we are going to talk about the new She-Wars series, The Acolyte. Apparently being showrun by none other than Leslie Headland, an LGBTQ activist who is making it her goal to tell a queer She-Wars story. So, let's get into it. Once upon a time, in a galaxy not so far away, a woman was tasked with a monumental mission: to sprinkle a dash of rainbow magic onto our beloved Star Wars franchise. Brace yourselves, fellow fans, for a galaxy far, far away is about to get a fabulous makeover. And that's right, get ready for some queer She-Wars content coming your way. Get ready to roll your eyes, because Disney is serving up yet another dose of She-Wars saga. This time, it's The Acolyte, set in the golden days of the Republic when peace remains supreme. Oh, yawn. But don't worry, there is a hint of darkness lurking in the corner. But wait, could it be the good bad guys? Well, surprise, surprise, the trailer is out, and it's stirring up the usual frenzy among the Star Wars fanatics. Now, I may not be wielding a lightsaber in my sleep, but I still keep an eye on Star Wars. You know, just to see if Hollywood's latest concoction is drowning in its own woke agenda. So, I reluctantly checked out the trailer, and to my surprise, it was a buffet of diversity and power struggles. Or maybe, could this be a warning sign? Or maybe just another case of Hollywood trying too hard to be relevant? But hey, if Leslie Headley is calling the shots, then brace yourselves for a woke fest in a galaxy near you.
When I saw Frozen as a grown-ass woman, I cried through the entire movie. There was just something about the relationship between the sisters, the like de-villainization of the classic kind of fairy tale bad guy, you know, the concept of true love being between two sisters and not a heterosexual relationship. Like it just destroyed me completely. And I thought, gosh, you know, I would love to make something like this that is, you know, for lack of a better term, Disney, meaning it's something that like my parents would have allowed me to see when I was younger as a queer person.
Gotcha.
But I would have been able to understand as a queer person. And I think I would have had a completely different life. And so I really was inspired by it and was like, God, I would love to make a story like this. And so when I was developing this original idea to pitch to Kathleen, I thought, well, you know, it can't just be that. You know, when you're pitching Star Wars, you have to pull from what, you know, George was also interested in. Like, it can't just be like, well, I'm referencing, especially if you're going to set something, you know, during the High Republic or end of High Republic into prequels, you don't have the Skywalker saga. Like, you can't reference a character that was created by George and or Filoni. Like, you have to create your own new characters.
Oh, please, hold the applause for the director who's turning Star Wars into her own personal LGBTQ plus parade. She watched Frozen and suddenly decided that it was a roadmap for queer storytelling, completely missing the point of sisterly love and plunging straight into identity politics. Because why enjoy a heartwarming tale about sibling bonds when you can just turn it into a soapbox for your sexuality? Leave it to the left to suck out all the fun out of a Disney movie and turn it into a lecture on LGBTQ plus activism. Oh, spare us the rainbow-colored analysis of Frozen. It's a hit because it's fun, catchy, and taps into the universal themes of sibling rivalry and redemption. But leave it to our resident woke warrior to ignore all that and zero in on the characters' gender and sexual orientations. Because, you know, the only way to enjoy a Disney movie is by dissecting it through the lens of identity politics. Thanks for sucking the joy out of a perfectly good story. Good job, Leslie. Now, just when you thought it was safe to go back in the water, here comes Leslie with her grand plan to turn Star Wars into a queer love fest. So forget about the Force and epic battles. She's all about pushing her LGBTQ plus agenda front and center. And get this, she's so fixated on her rainbow-colored narrative that she's using George Lucas's masterpiece as nothing more than a backdrop. So brace yourself for a galaxy far, far away where lightsaber duels take a backseat to woke storytelling. So that very foundation of what she's creating is not actually a Star Wars story, It's a queer story. And in order for her to be able to tell that queer story, she has to sprinkle in a little bit of Star Wars IP. Hollywood's latest trend is bringing their political soapbox right into the writer's room. But surprise, they're hitting a snag when they realize that they actually have to, tell the story amidst all the activism. What's really stealing the spotlight is their virtue signaling agenda. Welcome to Tinseltown, where storytelling does take a back seat to woke activism. Oh my gosh, I completely forgot about the other director, who is eager to shake things up in the Star Wars universe, Charmin B. Chenoy. She is on a mission to make dudes squirm with her new Jedi Order project. Forget about captivating storytelling. Her main goal is to ruffle some feathers and stir up a little controversy. So here's the clip of her.
Oh, absolutely. I like to make men uncomfortable. I enjoy making men uncomfortable.
Oh, isn't it just adorable how Disney executives keep insisting that their films are totally apolitical, steering clear of the culture war, and all that jazz? But hold on to your mouse ears, because somehow we're still treated to these lovely interview clips. The magic of Hollywood delusion strikes again, where directors spill the beans with their woke agendas. And would you believe it? These ladies are so deep within their activism bubble that they don't even realize that they're preaching politics to their audiences. The magic of Hollywood delusion strikes again. Oh, bless their little woke hearts. They are so convinced that they're not being political. However, they've been sipping on that activism Kool-Aid for so long they can't even see straight anymore. To them, turning Star Wars into a rainbow parade or bashing men is just another day in the activist handbook. Who needs subtlety when you've got your trusty woke goggles permanently glued to your face? Oh, the good old days of escapism, when you could flop onto the couch after a brutal long day and lose yourself in a world of fantasy. But guess what? Those days are as dead as disco. Thanks to your friendly neighborhood activists turned filmmakers, they've made their mission to hijack every ounce of entertainment and inject it with their preachy agenda. Forget about being entertained, now you're just a captive audience for their political sermon. They don't want you to escape reality, they want you drowning in their woke gospel. And as for Star Wars, well, they're banking on your undying love for the franchise to keep you glued to the screen, even if what you were watching has much to do with Star Wars as a tofu burger at a barbecue. So, enjoy the show. So, dear thinkers, don't be Jedi mind tricked into swallowing their nonsense. But hey, if you're into being manipulated, drop your thoughts down in the comments below. And don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, and share this far and wide. As always, my name is Est, and I'm signing off now. And I'll see you in the next one. Toodles!